What's going on, guys? This is Jordan doing a little drive here from St. Louis to Kansas City, and I figured I would go ahead and just kind of reiterate some things about the Postal Service, about working for them. Basically, I left working for them about a year ago, and since then I'm very happy with where I'm at now working, and I just recently bought a house, and I'm loving life right now. Very good thing to do is love life. But as far as the Postal goes, basically there was just a few minor things that were just kind of irritating for me, that I could not keep working for them because of these things. Basically, I'd have to wake up at about 6:30 in the morning, which, if anybody knows me, I am not a morning person. It's very hard for me to get up out of bed. I prefer jobs to start around that 9 or 10 o'clock mark or something around there. So, and you don't have to worry about traffic, things like that. So they'd make me work about 7 to 3 or 8 to 3. And I would only work about 6 days a week. It was basically not fun. Not fun at all for me. And by the time I got home at 3 o'clock, I felt like I had the rest of the day. But because I was walking so long and so many stairs and in the 100-degree heat here in Kansas City, I was always tired. So really, although I got off early, it didn't mean anything to me because I just wanted to sleep and do nothing. So that would be pretty much the first thing, would be the hours. Now, obviously, to some people, that's perfect for them. 2, because I was not full-time, my checks didn't feel like I was getting paid $17 an hour. The pay's pretty decent to start, obviously. 17 is not too bad, depending on where you live, of course. But I felt like I wasn't making a lot because I wasn't working full-time. So I was always tired, always sleepy, yet I was not getting good paychecks. The most recent job I had before that, I was making $700 a week plus bonuses. So I was working slightly less because I wasn't working 42 hours a week. However, I was always tired and getting paid less. So it just felt like it wasn't worth it there. The third thing on my list of reasons why I would probably never go back to the post office is, at least as a CCA or an RCA, is dogs. I've went over this in one of my recent videos, but dogs are definitely a real thing. I mean, obviously I'm a pretty big guy, 200 pounds, 6 foot tall, you know, I could probably kick a dog, you know, but there are certain dogs that even if you kick them as hard as you can, it's not going to stop them. You know, I have my little dog right over here, look at him. And, you know, if he came charging at me, snarling at me or something, you know, I would definitely, you know, try to kick him or something, but if I don't hit him in the right spot, he's still going to come after me. He's still going to get a good gash in me. It seems like all the people that are full-time, that's been there for 5+ years, have all been bitten by dogs at least a few times. It's just something that's going to happen. So if you're absolutely scared of dogs, this is not the job for you. If you're semi-scared of dogs, you might be able to make it work. But dogs are a real thing. I want everybody to know that. They will bite you. They will try to attack you. Even the little ones, the little yipers. Now, those ones you can definitely kick if you have to. You know what I'm saying? But you got to watch your back, because you'll like dropping off mail, and then you turn around and there's like a dog just coming after you. They do provide like a dog mace. I did get to use it. It definitely makes the air very peppery, like pepper spray. So I'm assuming that would kind of deter a dog from coming after you if they can't see or if they can't breathe very well or whatnot there. So definitely dogs. Dogs, the hour schedule, and not being full-time so far. Number 4 would probably be the management. My management here in one of the Kansas City branches wasn't so bad. They definitely tried to take care of me. They tried to accommodate things. You know, I told them I have like 15 blisters on my one foot, you know, can I have a day off? And they went ahead and gave me like a half day, so I didn't get to come in until like 12 o'clock or something like that. So they weren't too bad, but they're very high stressed because of the job, because so many people do quit the post office. I mean, that just falls back on them. So they're very high stress, you know. I remember one of my managers, like my car broke down, my mail truck broke down while I was delivering, and I'm like, yeah, or it didn't break down, but my door wouldn't lock anymore. Like I'd close the door and it wouldn't latch closed, so you can't secure the mail while you're out delivering, so you can't leave the truck. So I call him, I say, hey, my car, my door won't close, I can't leave the truck, I can't deliver mail without that being fixed. So he's like, oh, are you sure you tried this, you tried that, or are you sure you know what you're doing, you know, blah, 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 blah. Kind of like interrogating me, like I don't know how to close a car door or something. So I was like, yeah, I've tried this. Well, what'd you do to it? What'd you do to it? Oh, we don't have time for this. Oh, whatever, I'll be right over. So it was kind of like very high strung. He just felt like he didn't have time to bring another car over and spend 30 minutes or whatever getting to me and getting a new car for me and transporting my mail to the new car. So that's kind of just a small example of the high strung that there is there. Obviously, you know, once you become full-time and you only get your one route, you run one route the entire time. So maybe my fifth thing that I would not like about starting off at the post office is you have to basically be the bitch boy, for lack of a better terms. You have to do everybody's route that's not there that day. So you have to learn a new route, new dogs, new people, new streets, new hills, every single day that you go in. Once you become a full-time rep, you get the one route every single day, all day. It's just a little monotonous then, if that's the right word. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure if I know how to say that word correctly. But basically, they just get it down to a routine, so it's not that bad for them anymore. But to start, they throw you in the worst neighborhoods, the really, 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 and I hate to say this, but like really low income areas where their houses are just falling apart. There's rocks, debris, trash that you could walk on, and then like if you hit like a dip in the ground and you don't realize that it's there, it could definitely like just kind of get a kink in your ankle or something like that. Those very little things do happen. People file lawsuits against the post office because they're doing a route and they trip and fall on something, so they sue the post office, you know, because they say that they can't walk anymore. So those things do happen. Those will probably be my top 5 things that I didn't like about working for the post office. But since then, I'm working for an internet service provider, and I'm absolutely loving it. I get paid $1 less an hour, and I love it. I do not dread going to work. I just love who I work with. I love what I do, and it's amazing, guys. If you guys do have any questions about the post office, feel free to drop them down there, and I will try to answer them as soon as I can. I've been doing that in all my other videos. I try to answer as soon as I can to help you guys pass the test, get into the post office if that is what you guys want to do. I do not edit my videos. As you can see, I just stuttered, and it's just going to stay in the video. If you guys have any other questions, let me know, please. Peace.